Hello, you are welcome to this important training. If you are a poultry farmer or intending poultry farmer, this particular training will help you. This is the day one, and I call this Poultry 101. This particular section is to introduce you into poultry farming as if you don't even know anything about farming at all. Please relax. Make sure you watch every content on this training from beginning to end. Don't skip any portion because it's going to help us. We are going to work with this. Before we dive into the poultry farming itself, we need to know what poultry is all about. In this training, we're going to go through introduction of poultry farming. We're going to also go through introduction of poultry agribusiness. We're going to know the difference between poultry farming and poultry agribusiness. We're going to have overview of poultry farming, its importance, scope, contributions to agriculture. We're also going to know the introduction aspect of all the poultry species: chicken, duck, turkey, geese, guinea fowl, and rest of them. We have a very brief history of poultry farming and its evolution also. We're also going to know poultry breeds and poultry breed selection. We have an holistic or overview of different poultry breeds like layers, dual purpose, broilers, those for meat, those for egg, and those you use to decorate your environments. We're also going to have a very good look at the factors to consider before selecting your own breed, before you go into the poultry breed, or before you go into the poultry farming, which particular breed you want to go. Then those motivating factors that will guide you, we are going to look at them also one after the other. We also have a very good look at the importance of selecting a healthy and genetically superior breed or birds for breeding. Because before you go into breeding, you must make sure there will be a guiding principle to direct you on the particular breed. So assuming you are going into poultry farming business now. Poultry farming business is just like going into any economic business at all. Is it selling of cement? Is it selling of corn? Is it selling of coffee? Is it selling of drinks? You have to make a choice. But you need to have an overall view of every section or every segment of the poultry and every segment of the business you want to go, so that you'll be able to choose rightly. So that's one. We'll also go into the poultry housing, because when we have known everything about the poultry now, know the history, know the introduction, know the importance, then we'll now go into how to house the poultry. That is where we'll now come into bringing in the old chick. We'll start with maybe meat production. We'll now start bringing in the old chicks. How to bring them into our farm. Then how we are going to take care of them throughout the brooding period. What is brooding itself? What are the principles of brooding? How do we manage poultry birds during brooding? All this we are going to look into one after the other. We're going to go into them stage by stage. Then during brooding processes, day 1, day 2, day 3, till the 21st day, irrespective of the breed, because majorly most of the breeds is between 21 to 28 days. You must have completed your brooding stage and move them to the nursery stage. From there, you now go to the rearing stage. So we are going to look at what are we to do within these 21 days. We need to know them. The importance of proper housing for poultry: shelter, ventilation, temperature, lighting, and rest of them. We also know the poultry housing, different types of poultry housing: the free range, the cage, battery cage system, and the deep litter system. We know them. We have to have an idea and their characteristics, or we also weigh them, which one is better, depending on the particular breed you want to go in. Then we have to go into poultry nutrition and feeding. Then that's where I will not give you different ingredients, the nutritional values, how they are, how you use them, and what you use to produce poultry and livestock feed. Then basic feed nutrition, essential nutrients, protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins, minerals, and rest of them that is needed for their upkeep. You need to know them also. We also go into formulating balanced poultry diet. That one we have to go brief by brief, stage by stage on how to formulate the feed. We're going to give you commercial feed, then your personal feed. The ingredients that you can use at the same time to drop the cost of your poultry feed. We need to look into it also. We also go into supplement, natural feed sources, the ones you can get within your environment. We need to look into all those ones also. We also go into feeding management practices, feeding schedule, ration, adjustment, water supply, how to feed them, when to feed them, where to feed them, and the timing and everything. We need to know them. These are the areas we also go into. We go into their health management system. That's why it's very important that you attend this training. And it's very important you make sure you watch all the video content from beginning to end. Don't skip any portion. Most of the things you hear from this part or you watch here, you will not see them on most of those content. Then we go to the health management system. Importance of biosecurity in poultry farming to prevent diseases and outbreak of infections, the common poultry diseases, the more common ones you should know. Just like if you are a driver, you can drive your car by yourself. There are certain things you need to know within yourself. You must not, even as a mother or as a father, there are certain things you need to know about your child. If your child is having headache or fever, there are certain things, some medicinal diseases you can administer by yourself before you now take the child to a clinic, depending on your depending on where you live anyway. So that's the thing. And that one we will now go into the breeding production, understanding breed, then the breeding techniques, mating, natural mating, insemination, incubation and hatching also. We're going to guide you on how to incubate and hatch your own poultry eggs, how to monitor the temperature, the humidity, and everything, and hatching management at the same time. We also go into the management practices, daycare routine, feeding, watering, cleaning, sanitations, monitoring of the flock health, signs, all the signs you need to know, how to observe them, how to know them. Then we go into book recording, that's record keeping, how to track the egg, how to know if actually they are consuming enough food, and how to vaccinate them, and vaccination record, how to keep the record of the vaccine. And another one is the marketing and business aspect of the poultry agribusiness. We go to strategies for marketing poultry products, selling of egg, selling of the day-old chicks, the meat, and everything. We understand the market trends and the consumers' preferences. We also know the financial management, budgeting, cost analysis, and forecasting. How to forecast the market also. You need to know this. Under one, we go into case studies. We study successful poultry farmers, lifestyle, how you behave, what you need to do for as a poultry agribusinessman or woman for you to succeed in the business. Real-time examples of how you overcome challenges, and at the same time how you carry on the success of poultry farming. Finally, we end it up with question and answer sessions and feedback, where we get feedback, where you will now give us what you have derived from this. We interact, and at the same time we encourage our participants, and at the same time we will not keep you in the mentorship class where we will not guide you, and at the same time you need to establish your own poultry farm, even if it's backyard farm, for you to start practicing what you have learned. That will encourage you, so that during the period we'll guide you also from beginning to end. Thank you, and today is the first day of our training. Let's continue from here right now. Day one. Relax. Watch the video till the end. Ask question where it is necessary on the comment section. I will answer them. Or in the platform, I will also answer them, because you have registered for this, and I will make sure you get all you need in this particular video. Make sure you watch till the end. Don't skip any portion of it till the end. Let's go on.